Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Meta. I am yours, Travis Spencer.
I'm Camilla Crawley.
It is Thursday.
hmm
Camilla, I'm excited about today's conversation. So,
yes, me too.
yeah, let's get started with a grounding practice so we can dive into this conversation.
All right.
All right, so for our grounding practice today, I'm going to invite you just to notice a couple of stress points on the body and relax those places. The place that we're going to notice today, or the places that we're going to notice today, will be the jawline, the chest, and the thighs. All right. So, inviting you to allow your feet to be flat if that's possible. And if you're in a chair, allow yourself to sit straight but not rigid. And if you would like to, inviting you to allow your eyes to close. So let's begin just noticing the breath coming into the present moment and trying our best to come in with ease and without judgment. So on your next inhale, noticing your breath, exhaling and bringing your awareness to your jawline, maybe allowing your upper row of teeth to separate from your lower row of teeth. And with each exhale, relaxing the jaws. Inhaling, noticing the breath, exhaling, and bringing all of your awareness to your chest, and inviting you to begin noticing the rise and fall of the chest as you're breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Once again, breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, noticing the breath again, exhaling and bringing your awareness to your thighs, and inviting you with each exhale to allow for the thighs to relax as much as you can. So I'm inviting you once again, just inhale, exhaling and relaxing the body. One more time, inhaling, exhaling. And if your eyes are closed, inviting you to allow your eyes to open. Ah,
Mhm.
Camilla, how was that practice for you?
That was nice. That was very nice.
Awesome, awesome. Yes. Let's dive in.
All right. So now we're going to set our intention for the day. Remember, the intention is more about just thinking about how you want to approach the day. Is there anything specific that you like to do today? Or is there any specific way that you'd like to be throughout your day? More peaceful, more kind, slowing down.
Mhm.
Take this time now, over the next 5 to 10 seconds, to set an intention for today and do your best not to worry about the outcome. All right? Set that intention. Great, great. And even if you haven't set the intention in this moment, just give yourself time to consider what you'd like to have as your intention for the day at some point.
Mhm.
Along with our intention, we always have some kind of centering that you can sit with and see if it connects with you somehow. Today we have a quote, and the quote reads, I learned that the only way to get a thing done is to start to do it. Then keep on doing it. And finally, you'll finish it, even if in the beginning you think you can't do it at all. Again, that centering is I learned the only way to get a thing done is to start to do it. Then just keep on doing it. And finally, you'll finish it. Even if in the beginning you think you can't do it at all. And that quote was by Langston Hughes.
Mm. I think, Camilla, that that quote can be a wonderful jump off for our community conversation today.
Okay.
I would love for us to just talk a little bit about I am, but also talk about the determination to support our community. So let's start with ourselves. I think because I am is a manifestation of both of our dreams and how we want to support mindfulness in the community. So let's start there.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and begin.
All right. Well, it's a long story, but I'm not going to go into that part of the story. You got to wait for the movie. Um, but I am came to um, came as a part of a dream to support healing in the African American community. I am a therapist, and I've been working in the community here in the metropolitan DC area for many years now. And I saw so much suffering over the years. I saw it with the adults, I saw it with the children, and I wanted to support healing in the community. So I am began out of that. And Camilla came on in 2022 and brought the flavor. Camilla
A
brought this
little
wonderful,
sauce.
yeah, a little bit of sauce. She brought the sauce to it. And because of that, we have grown to be all over the metropolitan DC area. We've worked with many companies in this community to support the healing of Black folk. So um, I would like for you to share a
Mhm.
little bit about your journey
Mhm.
to I am.
Yeah. Well, my journey to I am, I would say it's also a long story, but just to give you an idea, in my personal life, I started practicing mindfulness and meditation about, I want to say, 10, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And then that personal practice, I took it into my work. So my background is in public health. I've been a public health professional for like 20 years at this point. And most of the work that I did in traditional spaces was with communities of color. So many interventions and programs with African American women, Latina women, and then also people of color in terms of the youth programming. So all communities of color primarily, and saw the need for more outside of those programs that I was doing. And then the last place that I worked that was more traditional, um, I really saw the need for it because there was a lot of additional concerns coming in around things that we see right now. So, stress, anxiety, panic. And that really began my journey on the way to I am, because I started in my workplace saying like, oh wow, this thing has helped me. Let me see if this mindfulness and meditation practice can help others within the community. And once I saw that there was a space for it, that it was impactful, linked up with you. And again, a much longer story, but linked up with you, and the rest is history. So just bringing in all of that into I am in terms of what I've seen, what I've experienced, and then the balancing, I think, of what both of us bring to I am.
So you guys got to wait until Netflix, they green light the miniseries that we're going to do,
Hmm.
um, and so that you can learn the whole story.
Yeah.
Um, but I have a question that I would like for us to both address. If that's cool with you.
Hmm.
And this question is presently, where do you see I am? And thinking about the future, where do you see I am?
Hmm.
Yeah, in the present, in the future.
Hmm. That's a good question. I think that in the present, I see I am continuing to support our communities and building. definitely presently building on that. I think right now, what we share, what we provide for some is still for them seems like it's something new and
Hmm.
something different, and it's really not.
Hmm.
All we're doing is taking a lot of our ancestral and ancient wisdom and sharing that with people. So we're currently in the process of building through helping people remember that. I think I think that's where we are right now. Um, if I had to think towards the future, I think seeing I am in the future is really about that building and expanding of community. That's
Hmm.
what I see as the future of I am. So it won't just be you and I. It'll be a community of people who
Hmm.
have remembered now these practices and things, and they're also a part of the fold of helping to support everyone else too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I presently, I well, I am excited to answer this question, and I'm
Hmm.
going to slow down. I agree with what you're saying. I think that we are building a wonderful, wonderful community that expands beyond just the area that we live
Oh,
in.
definitely.
And it goes in my eyes, in my desire. And actually, I know that you have some people that are overseas in
Yes.
Africa that you know. And my desire and vision, and for us as a organization, is to begin to connect with other peoples who are doing this light work, because that's the type of work that we're doing. This is light work, and we are excited to support people who are awakening, you know, and mindfulness and meditation and healing is those things, foundational pieces that are necessary for us to come together.
Hmm.
So last thing I'll say, and I still haven't answered the question, have I? But I'll say this, um, and I got to answer the question because you know how I do, Camilla. I be going way off into the woods. It's all relevant, but still. So in the present, I think that I am is beginning to get a a foothold in the community, if you will. We've worked in different aspects of the community. We've worked with youth in juvenile facilities. We've worked in schools. We've worked with clinicians that are going out to support our community, and we continue this work as a part of community building and organizing. So presently, the Institute of African American Mindfulness is putting together programs and supporting this awakening, as I mentioned a little earlier. In the future, what I believe is to what Camilla shared. I mean, we're going to come together with others that are doing this work. You know, when you get light together, it begins to get brighter and brighter and brighter. So the light that shines in Camilla and I, it's bright, and when we meet others that have the same light, it gets brighter. And that, to me, is the reason why we have the 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 conversations on Thursday, so that you all can hear from other light workers, and we can all come together and begin to heal.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Definitely.
Yeah. So, anything else coming up for you?
No, I don't think so. That's a very short version of it
Hmm.
all. So yeah.
Yeah. Remember, tell Netflix that you're ready to see, the Institute of African American Mindfulness, our story on there. Go ahead and write them and let them know. And, you know, so, um, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do our call to action. So thinking about the quote that Camilla
Yeah.
read from our ancestor Langston Hughes, I want to invite you, as you move throughout your day, just to remember that um, if something doesn't work out the way that you want it to work out, don't stop. Continue to try and try and try again, because eventually you will master and you will make and complete the goal or the task that you set out to do.
Definitely, yes. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share this YouTube channel with anyone in your life that you think could benefit from it. Or even if they're not in your life, but you just want to share this wonderful information with someone, share our YouTube channel with them as well. All right. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. As always, join us again tomorrow where we will start the day grounded, intentional, and connected.
Mhm.
Ashe.
Ashe.